Alright, hello. Is there anybody in chat?
Probably not. The stream just started.
Fair enough. Okay, so, if you haven't gotten the memo, today in this stream, I'm gonna try and fix my mic. That's what the stream's gonna be about.
Fix mics.
Maybe like right there, maybe that'll work. Is that good? Are you gonna like be able to pick up my voice from over? It seems fine enough.
You are constructing the Tower of Babel with these Arizona green tea caps.
Yes.
Your hubris will be your downfall.
Possibly. Oops, sorry.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna have this closer to me. Not to like take away from you, but like.
I don't care.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna transition over to here to explain what we're going to be doing today. So today's goal is to design a Minecraft mod. Rather, not just to design a Minecraft mod, but we're going to be making a Minecraft mod. Because it's been, God, how long now? Since 5th grade? It's been a good couple of years. Almost 10 years at this point since I wanted to make a Minecraft mod.
Did you make a Minecraft mod in 5th grade?
No.
Stupid idiot. Can't even make Minecraft mods as a 5th grader. Cringe fail.
Shut up, bro. No, but, my friend Button Clicker, Button Clicker is pretty good at Java. And recently, he's been making some mods for us.
Uh-huh.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just watching you struggling and it's funny.
He's been helping us make some Minecraft mods for a project that we're going to be doing in the future. I wanted to pick up some of the slack because I've been wanting to do this for a while anyway.
Wait, can I tell you ideas?
I already have an idea, actually.
Okay, what's your idea?
I may not have had ideas last night, but I came up with one while I was driving. And you will see, don't worry. So first things first, I'm going to set up the blueprint aesthetic, because, yeah. Alright. So, I don't know what I'm doing. And
I know!
I feel like that's a good base to start from. We are starting from complete scratch. I have no clue where to start, so I've just come up with a couple of random goals for myself. So, first things first is I want to make a mod that loads.
That seems like a good start to me.
Right.
Mod that load. Woohoo, love load.
So, okay, a mod that loads is our first... Yes. It's our first goal. And then after that, I want to make an item.
Yeah, I know.
And then I want to be able to find out how to use, like, add functionality to an item.
Does that say?
Yeah, AN.
Okay.
I'm in a rush.
I see. I can tell, don't worry.
And then I want to add functionality to the item. So add function. And then...
Sometimes your handwriting's so good. Sometimes it's so bad. That's your signature.
No. My signature is this. Thanks. And then I want to find out how to make a projectile.
Okay.
Like something that'll interact with
That's significantly harder.
Right. If we don't get that far, that's fine. But I want to make something that can, like, damage a mob, at least.
Okay.
So... create... project... Whoa.
I know how long words and letters should be.
Create projectile. So those are our four little goals for today. And I came up with this while driving because I had considered in the past when I tried to make Gary's mod weapons, which
I thought you said Gary's mod for 1 second.
Gary's mod, milk and cheese. No,
Milky.
no. I tried to create a Garry's Mod weapon once, and all I ended up doing was making an overpowered piece of garbage, uh, which could fire once every frame.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So I kind of wanted to build off of that. What that was supposed to be was a weapon that, true to my name, would launch sprinkles.
Oh,
So instead, I'm going to be making the weapon that I wanted to make in Garry's Mod in Minecraft. So I'm going to have a gun that shoots sprinkles.
maybe a sprinkle bow, or are we just going for gun?
Just gun.
Just gun? Gonna be called DeadlySprinklez.
Yes. Imagine these are food chunks. Don't worry that there's only 5 of them. I'm not good. The experience bar, the number.
What would sprinkles be made out of? Sugar, milk, eggs, probably?
Yeah, eggs are a vital part of making sprinkles, since you have to make royal sugar. Milk is not so much a vital step. You can add milk to make it a little bit creamier in a sense. But what you're really going for is vanilla extract, and since we don't have that in Minecraft, sugar's all we got. So sugar, eggs, and milk,
Sure.
and then just it's gonna be like rainbow dust. And 64, and then Pew. Yeah. Deadly Sprinkles.
You know what would be cool?
Hmm.
Fucking being able to like combine them with potions to make like a stack of sprinkles, or like whatever, and then like it gives like 2 seconds of a potion effect.
That could work.
Yeah.
Cool. That was not where I meant to write.
And because they're sprinkles, maybe it's like a little bit of a shotgun.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. When I was originally making the Garry's Mod weapon, I emulated the shotgun as one of the options. I tried having it switch between modes, so like if like you middle clicked, it would swap between a pistol or a rifle or a shotgun.
That's too much. That's too much.
I just want to have like one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So if we get far enough to get to like switching modes on the gun, cool. I don't think we're going to though. So first thing that we have to do is to make a mod that loads. And I'm going to be breaking this down into a couple of tasks. So making a mod that loads requires me to know what I'm doing. So let's find out what I'm doing first. There's a very simple solution to this, and it's
But maybe base sprinkles do like maybe like half a heart, but if you combine them with like stone or iron or something, they do more damage.
that's not a bad idea, yeah. Like reinforced sprinkles.
Yeah. Like iron, maybe like nuggets surrounded by this.
Yeah. Also, I just realized that the music was basically inaudible, so I turned that up. I've gone to this link before, codakid.com. You wouldn't download a child.
Oh, bet.
I would hope you wouldn't download a child.
No, I'm gonna treat that shit like a pet simulator.
No.
You want out? You want out? Too bad.
Why are you evil like this?
Here's my pet child. I downloaded it.
Maybe what I should do first instead is like a Minecraft Forge documentation, see if that has anything that we can start off on. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I can advertise an RDL. Alright. Documentation. Getting started. From 0 to modding. Perfect. This is what we need. Okay, so I'm going to have this zoom in, actually. Studio mode off. This. Just... Perfect.
Ooh, we're getting funky with it.
Maybe a little bit too big. Yeah, I still... Okay, hang on.
Alex. Yeah, that seems fine.
That's fine, yeah. Okay. So, from 0 to modding. Obtain the mod development kit or the MDK from the Forge's files site. I'll look for MDK. What version should I make this for?
Oh, 1.16.5.
Okay. Since it's like right in front of us. I'll download...
I mean, if you want it on the SMP,
That's fair, yeah.
version I'm going for.
Incredible. Try again.
Incredible sex. Sorry, it's in my brain.
Okay, is that downloaded? Yeah, that looks like it's downloaded. Oh, it's still zoomed in. Okay. Well, regardless, we have it done. Does this show? It doesn't even show on. Okay, cool. But we have it downloaded. So extract the downloaded MDK to an empty directory. You should see a bunch of files, and an example mod is placed in. Okay, for you to look at. Only a few of these files are strictly necessary for mod development, and you may reuse these files for all your projects. These files are. Okay, so.
Wait, also just had an idea for the reinforced sprinkles that have like an iron nugget. I think it'd be funny if like, as like, you know how you can put text underneath Minecraft items?
You can put what?
Text underneath Minecraft items in like, so you hover over the Minecraft item, right? You see the name. Under that, you can also put a little description.
Oh, true.
So I think it'd be funny if we put check your kid's Halloween candy for the reinforced sprinkles.
What if it just like randomly spun up flavor text?
Oh, that'd be cool. I don't know if you can do that though.
I think we can.
I've never seen it done.
That doesn't mean that it's not possible. Okay, so...
I think that would make it a different NBT tag so that it would make sprinkles not stack. And I feel like that's a problem.
I think there's a way around that. It'll be fine.
I mean, okay, but we have to find that way.
No, I don't want this. Delete.
We're gonna have to not use NBT tags. So
That's not true. What is this? Okay. I see what I was doing. That can go away. I guess it won't go away. Just gonna... New folder. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna change the music real quick, because this is... So... There we go. Going back into here. So, okay. Then... I'm trying to show you guys the mod folder real quick, so that you can see everything that's in here. Really wish that there was a faster way to crop, but... That'll have to do. Alright, so this is the entire folder. Where's the... Yeah, I can just... Yeah, there we go. So, this is the entire folder that we have. There's the Gradle folder, there's the source folder, there's... It's everything. It says here that...
You're not showing that.
I am.
Oh,
This is the preview, this is what the program's showing. So, okay. It says here that there's an example mod placed in source main Java. And I'm assuming this is where example mod.java. And over on the preview side here, it shows all of the code. It's a Sprinkles folder.
oh, who's in chat?
That's Try Pizza. It's a member of Rhythm Doctor.
Try pizza.
Okay, so looking at this... Import blocks, registry event, subscribe event. I know how to read code somewhat. This is basically just bringing in different libraries from Minecraft's end. So it's importing like the block class so that you can place it down in the world.
No.
Okay. It's importing Minecraft Forge's mod file. It's importing everything here, including log4j's logger. I don't know what... Something on Apache's end. Okay. Hey, Trey Pizza. It's also importing Java's collectors? I don't know. Whatever. The example mod adds a logger, or it gets a logger, rather. Yeah?
Dude, just ignore me.
Alright.
I'm going to mess with your Arizona TK. It's none of your concern.
Fine. Okay, so example mod. Register the setup method for mod loading. This is all just for mod loading then, I guess? Register ourselves for server and other game events we are interested in. Alright. Oh, blocks is a registry of all of the blocks in the game already. That makes sense. So this runs on setup, do client stuff, do something that can only be done on the client. So like getting the game settings, that makes sense. Dispatch IMC, intermod content, maybe? Intermod comms, yeah, intermod comms. Okay, so it sends it to... Does it just send, like, a function? It sends a little small function. Hello world from the MDK, and then returns hello world. I'm looking into it. You can use subscribe event and let event bus. What would that do though? Let event bus discover methods to call on server starting. Do something when the server starts. That makes sense. You can use event bus subscriber to automatically subscribe events on the contained class. This is subscribing to the mod event bus for receiving and registering events. All right. On blocks register? Register a new block here. Okay. So that's all cool. It seems like it just does a bunch of logging and sending content to the sending content to the console, I should say, which I guess in this case is logger. So what's strictly necessary is the build.gradle file, the gradlew.bat file, the gradlew folder, or no, the gradle folder and the gradlew file. Move the files listed above to a new folder. This will be your mod project folder. Okay. Oh, you guys aren't able to see that. I was just reading off of this. So these are the 4 things that we need here. The build.gradle, gradlew.bat, the gradlew file itself, and then the gradle folder. And then move the files listed above to a new folder. This will be your mod project folder. So switching back over to this, I want this to be my project folder, basically, so I can just, like, delete everything except for these files. So changelog isn't really important. Credits isn't important. Although it's nice to read through, because it has credits from the Minecraft Forge people. The Gradle folder, build.gradle, Gradle properties can go, license... Basically saying that it's open... Yeah, it's open source, basically. Right? Or am I misunderstanding this? Okay, no, it is open source. Okay. I don't think I need to download Forge source. It'll be fine. So we're down to the base. We're down to the base stuff that we need. And now it's time to choose our IDE. Forge explicitly supports developing with Eclipse or IntelliJ environments, but any environment from NetBeans to VI or Emacs, Vim or Emacs, I'm assuming, can be made to work. Okay, so I think I already have Eclipse installed, because I have tried this in the past. So I'm just gonna let that open up. Once it does, we can switch over to that. For now, though, I want to see what these files have in them. So gradlew.bat, it's a batch file. It runs from the... Oh. Thank you. So gradlew.bat, it's Gradle startup script for Windows. This runs in the console, basically. I guess @rem is commands, so it sets the local scope for the variables with the Windows NT shell. Makes sense. This is open in the background now. Okay, I see what this is doing. I think it's running into Java with a set amount of instructions. I think this is how, like, we build the mod. Okay. It seems like Eclipse is having to run some startup stuff anyway, so it might be a moment. I want to see what's in build.gradle. Okay. Window capture, yeah. That'll work. Build script repositories. Maven? Okay. Only edit below this line. The above code adds and enables the necessary things for Forge to be set up. Okay, that makes sense. com.yourname.modid. Okay. Mojang ships Java 8 to end users, so your mod should target Java 8. That makes sense. Do you do things that you have to do yet? Nope, you're still going. You okay?
What? Yeah.
Alright.
Just fine.
Fair enough.
Just fine. I mean, there's nothing really for me to comment on.
Yeah. Map is going to be changed at any time. It must be in the following format: channel snapshot, stable, official, MC. Okay. So official version 1.16.5. Okay, I think this is what we're looking for here. This is the method to re-obfuscate your jar file. If you are in a multi-project build, def time needs unob jar file, so you can delay the obfuscation until publishing by doing... Okay. This is probably what we're looking for here, so... We are version 1 of ourselves, that's true. Should I be editing this yet, actually? If I'm following the guide. Okay.
You're just customizing your mod.
Yeah, and that's what I'm reading right now. It's not on the screen because I don't think it's too... I'm not following it too closely right now. I wanted to get a clip set up first. And it seems like it's good to go. So, okay. Adding another window capture. This one's going to be Eclipse in its entirety. Right click, transform, fit to screen. Okay. So, okay, documentation. How should I go about this? For Eclipse run, Gen Eclipse runs Gradle task, Gradle W. Most, if not all, changes to the build Gradle panel will take effect. To take effect, Gradle will need to re-invoke to reevaluate the project. This can be done through refresh buttons in the Gradle panel of both the previously mentioned IDs. Their Gradle integration will handle the rest of the initial workspace setup. This includes downloading packages from Mojang, Minecraft Forge, and a few other software sharing sites. So do I just have to, like, open projects from file system and then... Will that work? I think that'll work. Okay. And now do I just wait for it to open? I'll try opening it myself.
Confusion time, confusion time.
Happens more often than you think.
Oh no, I'm
Thanks.
I mean, you haven't done much.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're in the right place now. Gradle for that jar, Gradle for that properties. I am just reading this. Editors are available on the... What?
Do you have to pay for something?
No. I hope not. It's a .jar file, so it's probably not something that can be edited correctly, or directly, I should say. Okay, so down here is what we're looking for. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it sprinkles. Project one of ourselves, project.name, I'm assuming we keep that as that. Implementation version, I think we keep that as that. Vendor would be myself. Timestamp, yeah, okay. Save that. Okay, now that we have all of that done, I'm gonna rename this to browser view, move that up. Yeah, we go back to this and we read.
Hey, I'm a little bored. I hope you don't mind me dipping for a little bit.
No, that's fine. Minecraft, yes.
It says Minecraft.
DPS,
Yes,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Okay, so in the Gradle there should be something that we can run. It said like Gradle W Gen Eclipse run, so this probably requires me to open my console. So open PowerShell window here. You guys aren't able to see this because I don't want to give my PowerShell window to you. And it says Gen Eclipse runs. What kind of mod you making? Oh yeah, if you hadn't seen, I'm gonna switch over to this. So, just as a little recap, I came up with 4 goals. I need a mod that loads. I want to then create an item from there. I want to add functionality to the item, and then as like a little bonus goal, I want to create a projectile. And all of this adds up to being the DeadlySprinklez mod, where I'm going to add a gun that shoots sprinkles. You're going to have sprinkles in your inventory, and you're also going to have a gun in your inventory. The gun shoots sprinkles, and I believe we talked about having different kinds of sprinkles. Like, if you create the sprinkles with an iron nugget, or if you add an iron nugget after making the sprinkles, it becomes reinforced sprinkles and does more damage. And potion effects, yeah. Projectile, yes. Thought it was a potato cannon. Also not a bad idea. Oh. Going back to... Yes, a sprinkle gun. Those are quite big sprinkles. I mean, they're not to scale, to be fair. Okay, there we go. That's doing something. Took me a minute. PowerShell's kind of a weird beast to handle. Very big spinkle. Imagine eating a really big sprinkle. I would love to. I tried making sprinkles once. It was a really difficult task. They came out a lot more liquidy than they were supposed to because I added too much vanilla extract, and then I tried to counterbalance that with adding what are sprinkles even made of? Okay, so if you want to make sprinkles, the way that I found out how to do it is you are going to want baker sugar, which is like very fine powdered sugar. You are also going to want eggs and vanilla extract. The eggs kind of give it a more consistent kind of firm feel, and the vanilla extract is there for flavor. You want to mix all of that together until it's like a liquid. You don't want it to be like too liquidy, but you also don't want it to be too firm, too sticky or anything. After you're done with that, you want to put it into a piping bag and lay it out on some baking sheet. You then want to throw it into the freezer so that they can harden, and after that, it'll pretty much stay hardened for the entire time that they're out and about. They don't really go bad, but be wary of ants. I've tried making sprinkles before. It was hard. I enjoyed doing it though. I would definitely do it again if I was given the chance. And also a mixer. Okay, so this is still running. You don't like rainbow sprinkles? Look. Detritus from Iconoclasts? That's what rainbow sprinkles... Okay, buddy. Okay. It's too colorful. Y'all have bad taste, I swear. This is a call out now. How long is this gonna take? It's not even at 1%. Sprinkles are literal... I just went over that they are not just literal sugar. There's also eggs, and then there's also vanilla extract. Chocolate sprinkles are good. I'll give you that. If done correctly. There are some chocolate sprinkles out there that are just bland. Okay, this is getting the entire Minecraft repository, apparently. You want little sugar, you were looking for nerds. That's right. Those... Okay, I have gripes with nerds, because the flavoring is... Built... What? Built failed. What happened? Okay, well... I have played Iconoclasts. I've actually played through, to the end. I don't remember everything about the game. My memory's hazy there, but I do know that you play as Robin. I know that you go through a world that basically gave up anything technological for pretty much basing everything on religion, and you have to go through and fight the army that's going around and just, like, orbital striking people's houses. I think that's a pretty good summary from what I remember. Sorry for the silence. As a refresher to try, it comes from you extract all ivory from something. Okay. Okay. That's... Listen. You are about to step into fighting territory. You are spouting fighting words at me. I hope you're aware. Okay, so... Build successful, that seems all good. So that's done. At least the ones with the dairy freeze near me. The dairy freeze? What? What's a dairy freeze?
Dairy Queen?
Do you mean Dairy Queen? Are you like on a mobile device and you just got auto-corrected to Dairy Freeze? Okay, moving on to the next step, customizing my mod information. I already basically did that here. Is Dairy Freeze not a chain? Dairy Freeze is not a chain where we are. What is Dairy Freeze? I'm looking this up now real quick. Dairy Freeze. Dairy Freeze is an ice cream and takeout restaurant that has been serving the South Shore since 1963. Yeah, we have Dairy Queens around here, but I've never heard of Dairy Freeze. Did you just dox yourself? I hope not. You might have just doxed yourself. Uh-oh. Yeah, this seems like a pretty local place. Oops. Come down to Quincy, we have really bad sprinkles. Apparently, I need to, like, visit and then give you good sprinkles. I have a bag of sprinkles right here. Is it... Okay, it is picking up on mic. I have a bag of sprinkles right here. I get them from a store called Winco. They have really good sprinkles. At least in my opinion. Okay, so this ran. That should be good now. How do you even know about... Okay, so it all boils down to how the sprinkles are made and what type of sprinkle it is. The sprinkles that I like are called Jimmy's. They're the long, kind of like cylindrical ones. They're pretty commonplace everywhere. You want to know bad sprinkles? There are sprinkles, quote unquote, that are just little spheres. And they are more akin to BB pellets in both shape and taste. They're awful. They taste like, you know, the bittering oh, I just peaked my mic. You know the bittering agents on the Switch cartridges? It tastes like that. Yes, spheres. They're spherical. Yeah. You know how, like, you know the entire meme that went around where, like, Switch cartridges tasted like absolute crap because Nintendo added flavoring to it so that people wouldn't lick them? It tastes awful. Okay, so it tastes like that. It tastes like that. I'm not even making that up. Okay, so simple build.gradle customization. Oh, you guys can't see this. Simple build.gradle customizations. These customizations are highly recommended for all projects. To change the file name of the build, edit the value, name of the file you build, edit the value of archives base name. Archives. Okay, I'm gonna have to control F this. Okay, that's where that is. Whoops. So archives base name is right here. Maven coordinates, edit the value of group, edit version. Replace all occurrence of example mod to the mod ID of your mod. Okay. No, it's just gonna be sprinkles. And then I'm gonna want to search, or is it like find edit maybe? Find replace. Here we go. Find example mod and change it to sprinkles. No, an S. And then, as long as we're on the topic of sprinkles, like, there's some sprinkles that don't have any flavor to them at all. Like, they just taste bland, and I think that's the kind of sprinkles that DPS is talking about. The sprinkles that I have flavor. They're soft and chewy while still having a little bit of crunch. Check my messages? Okay, hang on. Spherical! Like, there's some sprinkles out there that do not bring justice to the name of sprinkles. I'm going to be real. And yeah, no flavor. None at all. It's... You want some sprinkles? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna give you sprinkles. Smell this. Smell this real quick. Delicious smelling. That's good. If you have a wind cone near you, I urge you to get some of these sprinkles. They're like, dead ass. They have flavor to them. Sprinkles that don't have flavor sounds like for decorations only, which is bad. You're absolutely correct. The sprinkles that they have at Winco, and I'm not sponsored, but the sprinkles that they have at Winco have flavor to them. They're sweet, like how candy is supposed to be.
They're sweet. They kind of taste like Smarties, like a little bit.
No, I can see how you, yeah.
And they're very soft, unlike, I fucking hate eating ice cream with hard sprinkles.
Right.
That's the worst.
Well, no,
These
that's
are soft.
that's the thing though, right? Some sprinkles are made to be hard. No, you want the sprinkles to be soft. Because when they go on the ice cream, when they go onto a cold surface, then they harden just enough for it to give the perfect amount of crunch.
I still don't like eating soft things with like hard things sprinkled on them that are too hard, and
Right.
that's a lot of sprinkles. But these ones are soft.
Right.
They're just hard enough to keep their shape.
It's there was a chart about it, like when there's soft in the hard, when there's hard in the hard,
Yeah.
when there's soft in the soft, and then when there's hard in the soft, and it's like very disgruntled. But no, honestly, like it makes a good contrast. Crunchy sprinkles on ice cream are good to an extent. You need to have the right amount of crunch. You want your teeth to break into them and then slide through them. Like, it's hard to explain. But there's a right and a wrong way of doing sprinkles, and Winco does it very right. What am I doing? Okay. Building and testing your mod. You guys can't see this. Browser view. I'm gonna move chat over to the side, over up here actually. So okay, building and testing your mod. To build your mod, run gradle build. This will output a file and build libs with the name doot.jar. This file can be placed in the mods folder of a board enabled Minecraft setup and can be distributed. To test run with your mod, the easiest way is to use the run configs that were generated when you set up your project. Otherwise, you can run gradle run client to launch Minecraft from the run directory location, including your mod code. You can also run a dedicated server using the server run config or gradle run server. Okay. Is there a way to just like run? No. Use the run configs that were set up the project. I didn't set up the project. Oh, that's the issue. Run configurations. Gradle task. And it wants to run client. So I really hope that I'm doing this right. I really hope that I'm not screwing anything up. Directory. Maybe I should just go back to PowerShell, honestly. So it should be Gradle run client. And this should... Oh, are we at this one? I don't want this to get copyright claimed. Jumping over to a different Gym TV video. Different music time. I hope that this is working. Build failed. Okay. Try again, maybe? while we're here and while I'm talking to you guys, is there anything in specific that you would like to see in this mod? Because I'm open to suggestions. Oh, build field again. Okay. Potato cannons. I think there's already a mod that adds a food launcher. I just forget what it is. Was it something that Aichun made? I should probably just run, yeah, Gradle W build. Adjustable sprinkle colors, that's fair, yeah. I can probably work on that.
Would be from the potion.
That would work. You can also just make dyed sprinkles, I think would be cool. Yeah.
Use the same dyeing mechanism as weapon has.
If I can figure out how to do that, yeah. Build failed again. What's going on? I feel like having the sprinkle colors match the colors of the potion would be like a dead giveaway. Like, you can mask the color of the potions with dye. I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah, so, like, when the sprinkles, like, they will be dyed and then they will turn a different color. Or, but they, when they're combined with the potion, they'll turn a different color. But, like, then they can be dyed.
Yeah. So what's going on?
And I feel like eating regular sprinkles can give like half a hunger thing, and then also give you speed for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, okay. I just want to build a mod. What's the issue? You know what? Is there a friend around? I wonder. I'm calling for reinforcements. In the meantime, though, I'm also looking into structuring the mod. Gonna head out, but this was fun. Hope you can get it working. I hope so too. Thank you so much, DPS. Talk to you later. TOML. What is TOML? Tom's obvious minimal language. Okay, fair enough. It should be stored in the meta inf. Okay. Seems like we're going to be getting somebody else on the stream soon. Seems like we're going to be getting somebody else on the stream too. I just talked to Button Clicker, and we might be getting him on voice chat.
Nice. Still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. So, for some reason, I'm locked at this point. And hopefully Button Clicker will show me what he was able to do. I'm just going to call him Button. Hopefully Button will be able to show me what he did to either get around that or fix that. I don't know. Right now he's getting water and going to the bathroom, so it might be a moment. Oh wait, am I dumb? Am I stupid? Am I completely bonkers? What bill filled again? Issue. I wonder if it's generating the file or if it's just like build libs. It looks like it is. Is there anything in there though is the question. Open up the mirror. Okay, so there's stuff in there, it's just not... Go what? Hi, Margaret Proctor. Okay, come on, button. Do not edit build script section of build Gradle file. It's default text necessary for the Gradle to function. Did I do that by accident? I don't think I did. I don't think I touched this. Or not that, but I don't think I... You know, I didn't touch anything up there, so... Okay, so... Hopefully that'll be good enough. Okay. So, okay, to go over what's happening, whenever I try running... Whenever I try running the Gradle W file, which basically builds the mod, it tries to grab some Forge assets. Forge is the mod loader for a lot of mods. It tries to grab Forge assets, and for some reason it's not able to do that. I don't know why it's not able to do that, so I'm going to wait until Button is here for him to help me, hopefully. So while we're waiting here, I guess let's have a chat, you and me. Chat. If there's anybody out there who's willing to talk, I would be delighted to. I don't really have any topics to talk about, so I guess maybe if you're comfortable with it, tell me about your day. Or just anything, really. Oh, okay, never mind. Go away, chat. Hello?
Hello!
There we go. Alright, so... I called you in here because I am having issues with building my mod.
Alright.
There's nothing in it so far.
Right, this looks like the default Gradle file.
Right. For some reason, whenever I try running Gradle W with build, it spits out a task failed, like the obfuscation of the jar file. It fails because it's not able to grab all the files necessary. So stuff, it's mostly No, it's actually just the Minecraft Forge source. Like, it tries grabbing it from...
Alright. Well, first, can I see the failure? If
yeah,
we can try again.
I'll try and screen share it directly to you. Hopefully this doesn't screw anything up.
I'm watching your stream right
I
now.
don't want
Is
to put
that...
PowerShell on my screen.
Oh, probably for the best.
So, okay.
Alright, here we go.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. And what was the command you ran? Okay.
Yeah.
I am curious, what tutorial have you been following? Like, this is Forge,
Yeah,
and this is
Forge.
the one on Forge Docs.
Yeah.
Okay. I usually don't personally use PowerShell. I just use the command line.
I mean, the command line is basically the same thing, just without the first two characters.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Alright. Okay. Gradle.build. I'm gonna pull up because I have the docs actually bookmarked too. So it's been a while since I've done this, and I only ever do it like once per mod. So I usually don't have to. I have to look it up every time I do it.
Right.
Did you do? So are you using Eclipse or?
Yeah, I'm using
IntelliJ. Okay. Did you? Okay. Get the MDK.
So I did have something happen. On the homepage it says oh, refresh project. Maybe that's what the issue was. I don't know.
So did you copied in step 2? You have all of those files
Yes.
in your directory that you're running this at.
Yes, I have the Gradle folder. I have build.gradle, gradlew, and gradlew.bat.
Okay. And did you run the gen eclipse runs command?
I did, and it did return successful.
Okay.
I don't think I can get there.
Generating the run configurations. And to build your mod.
It says something about, like, GradleW run client. That didn't work either. This will launch Minecraft
Okay.
directory location. I don't know where that is.
Okay, so it did run the generate runs command.
Yes.
Now we're stuck between step 5 on the list and testing the mod. Okay, let me see the specific error. Discord doesn't allow a very high... Oh.
So you guys should just, like... I'm gonna try and get the stack trace to see if that helps anything.
Stack trace will show up at the bottom when we fail. If we fail. When we fail.
When we fail, yeah.
Yeah, well,
There it is.
I have had things. Build failure. Okay. Could not find the mappings. Okay, can you scroll up to the top of this? Not very high, just exception. Here we are. Okay. So I use IntelliJ, so I don't know what the specific variations between the two versions are, but have you run the mod before you tried building it? You should run it once first, because if you... Did it generate any of the...
It did generate files.
Okay. In Eclipse, did it generate your run configurations?
In Eclipse, I'm not seeing any different files. Also, real quick, thank you, Try Pizza, for mentioning that chat wasn't moving at all for some reason. I hope I fixed that. But yeah, no, I'm not seeing any new files in, like, the project folder or anything. Should I have seen new files?
Probably not for the run configurations.
Okay.
Can I see on one of your screens your actual Eclipse environment?
Yeah, hang on. Okay, buddy.
You're just like managing two streams at once.
Yeah, essentially. This should be it.
Very bright
Yeah.
in my dark room. Is that by choice or because you don't know how?
It's because I haven't bothered to figure out how appearance. No.
Probably down at the bottom preferences. Anyway. It looks like... it's been ages since I've used Eclipse, so I don't actually remember where all of the buttons are. Alright. So up at the top, where you've got your run options, do any of those do anything? Probably not, but you should try them, just to be sure.
Selection cannot be launched and there are no recent launches. Launched,
okay.
Not launched.
So in the drop-down arrows for those, is it like run configurations, ... Here we go. So if it has provided you another window, I cannot see that.
I am working on that.
Okay. Okay. Underneath the Gradle task, it says running client. Can you click on that?
I made this, to be fair.
Oh, you made this? Okay. I thought this was a generated one. Okay, let me look at my documentation again. So we'll generate launch configurations and download any required assets. Okay, so Gen Eclipse runs should have generated more of the game files, which I didn't see in your Eclipse project. So I'm thinking that one failed.
It didn't, though.
You ran Gradle W Gen Eclipse runs in your project directory? Okay. Do you have a build.gradle file?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, I'm still looking at this pop-up configuration tab. Can I see your build.gradle?
Swing it back over to that.
Alright.
Also, I'm gonna try something. Hoping that this works.
Well, this looks promising.
Okay.
Oh, that looks promising. That's the... Maybe.
While that goes, I'm gonna try and switch over to Darkroom.
Okay.
And you guys are still on browser view, so maybe you get to see what's going on over here. So I fiddled around the settings up. Why isn't my cursor showing? There we go. I fiddled around with some settings in the run configurations, and now I have this. You guys can't see that, but I have an option called running client now. I went ahead and ran that, and hopefully that.
Okay.
It failed.
Okay. The only important command failed. So, can we try... Well, I mean, I guess they're all important, but since this is the one that failed, that's the important one.
That's red. It's not showing any red
It's the Gradle one that you had specifically set up yourself failed.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, when we're looking at this Gradle.build file, did you change any of the values in this file?
Yes, I did. So
Alright,
stuff
can I
like,
see?
this is changed, this is changed, this
Okay.
is the same.
So those things changed, but your mappings are bugging out. Down like 4 lines from where you are.
4 lines from where I am, so
Yes.
down here.
This area down to the next line that matters, that one. This is bugging out.
Okay.
So,
That's weird, I don't know why it would be.
official. You're using the official mappings? Where did you get that number?
It
And,
was in the file. I didn't change this.
Oh, you didn't change that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably not errored then, maybe. I'm sorry. Usually I can go around these things. Alright. I am interested to see more of this, the Gradle build file.
Okay. You want me to scroll down some?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Keep going. I'm suspecting that that's where our error was with the mappings part. Keep going. Oh, here. Dependencies?
I mean, I didn't change
Is
anything.
you didn't change anything there.
I changed stuff here, but that's because it told me to.
Alright.
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Okay. Are you just are you following a tutorial or just the Forge docs?
Just the Forge docs.
Okay.
I can say that in the project files and like my file navigation thing, there are different files there that aren't showing up here.
Okay. Can you show me? Because sometimes there will be. When I do the Forge stuff, I've got the example mod and I can look at that.
Right.
Is that there as well? Oh, look, it
no.
is there. It's in source.
Well, no, I kind of deleted it.
Okay. Well, it's not super important. It'll just. We'll create your mods.normal from scratch.
Hang on, change windows. This one there. I just had to right click and click refresh, and it.
Ah. So what's that run client.launch? That looks promising.
It's
Oh.
just an XML file, basically.
Okay. Well, we don't need to read this. We need to load this into the launch somehow. Can you? Is it in your drop-down menu for the run options now?
Drop down menu for options. No. Oh wait, run as run client. Launch configuration run client references. Blah, blah, blah. Launch configuration run client references non-existing project DeadlySprinklez.
Okay. So, non-existent. Okay, before we start changing more things, if you right-click the run client.launch specifically, does it give you any options to run? Run as.
Run as.
Can you? Does it give the same error when you do that? Okay. So missing project?
I don't know what it's talking about because it's in the folder named the same thing.
Yeah.
And
I was
in
the-
project, it has the name DeadlySprinklez, so I don't know what's going on.
So the project name and the file, the actual folder file name, are the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, switch off of this. No, wait. This is in your... Yeah, switch off of that on your stream. we've got like directories there.
Oh shoot. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
It's still on your stream.
It'll go away.
Alright, I'm just looking at it live. Okay.
Alright, well. Although honestly, it's probably not that big of a deal. And people know that my name is Alex anyway, it's fine.
Mod classes, value example mod.
Why is...
Oh wait, before you change that, that might just be because it's loading the example mod as a like a dependency just so you can see it load up with your mod. So your path has this weird exclamation point and it's got all sorts of spaces.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's causing errors, but
Might
I don't have those on my...
be
You know what? Let me just launch my mod environment.
I mean, I can remove the exclamation point from... Okay, so I'm gonna have to close the project first. Close all editors. That didn't do anything. How do I close project?
You would close IntelliJ, not IntelliJ, Eclipse. I'm looking at IntelliJ, that's why I said that.
Try again.
I forgot what I was looking at. Ah yes, Gradle.
How have I already been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes? I haven't done anything yet.
Well,
So mostly
yeah.
anything coming into this.
I think it took me a few hours to get my first mod, like, with legs under it.
So Eclipse isn't opening anymore.
Okay. So there's something that IntelliJ does where you can refresh your Gradle. Wait, Eclipse isn't even opening?
Yeah, it's not even opening at this point. It's spitting out an error, version 1.8.0_281 of the JVM is not suitable for this product. Version 11 or greater is required. I didn't do anything between opening Eclipse for the first time and then closing it that had anything to do with Java, so I don't know what's happening.
Okay. You have
Should I just install
broken
IntelliJ?
things.
I think I'll just
I
install
would
it.
recommend that. I was about to say, if you install IntelliJ, we can both, like, start mods together. I'll start on my end so that I'm actually, like, I've got something I can debug with my hands.
Community, right?
Yeah,
Because Ultimate you have to pay for.
right.
Alright. Copying that into the downloads folder. Which I should really clean up my file space on my computer because it's kind of a mess. Oh cool, that's going to require half of a gigabyte of data. So okay, while we have you on the stream, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Go for it. Am I being kicked off?
No.
Okay.
What is the furthest that you've gone with mods?
Well, naturally, I've fully set up my workspace, which is honestly the hardest part.
Okay,
And I've done that for Forge and for Fabric.
nice.
And I did that a long time ago in 1.12. And then I did it more recently in 1.16. And then I did it in 1.17 snapshots for Fabric.
Right.
So that's bleeding edge. And I got all of that to work with a couple false starts and bad projects. In 1.12, everything was much harder. back in the old days, they didn't have data packs, and resource packs were like, I don't remember if resource packs were a thing.
Resource packs were a thing in 1.12.
Okay. But data packs weren't a thing. So you had to like do everything that a data pack does through the Java files. And you had to do half of the things a resource pack does through the Java files as well. So to add one item, you had 6 Java files because you needed to acknowledge the renderer and the item and that other part of the renderer. It's been a long time, so I don't actually remember.
Right.
But the farthest I was in 1.12 was I made a mod that added obsidian ingots and armor.
I remember
and
that.
if you wore the full suit of armor, you got the resistance buff.
But you also got a debuff too, didn't you?
I think at one point I was like, okay, resistance and maximum armor is actually OP. I'm sitting here in lava, and I took a break to go eat dinner, and I came back and I'm still alive. So I added slowness. And then in the 1.16 modding, for... If you know how to do a data pack and a resource pack, it's basically that is modding. You just need to have a couple Java files to explicitly state, okay, I'm making an item. Here are the things it does. And for most items, you don't even need to change that or specify anything. So you're just saying, here's my item, this is what it's called, and then the game will handle all of the other stuff. It's like, okay, so there's an item with this name. I'm going to look in under that name in the lang file and in the data pack for recipes and loot table drops if it's a block in world, and I'm going to look for...
Okay.
Probably before.
Okay, well then I suppose we can get into detail with this. The reason why I wanted to learn modding was to help with the SMP that we're going to be doing in like 2 to 3 months. And I low-key wanted you on... Oh, I peeked my mic again. I low-key wanted you on the stream so that you could, like, help me out with this. But also, I kind of anticipated this happening anyway.
the failure to mod or the hyping up the server?
Hyping up the server.
Okay.
So yeah, no, we're going to be doing an SMP. How much are we able to go into detail about? Okay, well, as long as we go into like the mod side, yeah, no, hang on, I need to refer back to the server real quick.
Are you like downloading Eclipse right? Not Eclipse, IntelliJ right now? How's that going? Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to... What are you okay with me calling you? Because, like, I can't find a message of you saying, like, it's okay if you call me X or anything like that.
Going through a little bit of a midlife crisis. I think I have committed to Midnight Man now.
Midnight Man? Okay.
Yep. Changed my Discord handle and everything already.
I saw that, yeah. Like, right when...
Yeah. I thought, just in case.
Like, I'm looking through the setup server here, and I'm like, I don't see anything like, it's cool to call me X or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna mute myself on my stream real quick.
Okay. That's fine.
Is it okay if I call you that on stream too?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, no, Nate is making a fishing mod to assist with making the SMP a little bit more interesting. It's going to be pretty modded.
I'm making a few small mods for the SMP.
I only know about the fishing one.
There's going to be a little bit of like tweaking the loot tables for dungeons and the Nether, and I had a list.
Speaking of the Nether, since since we're talking about the fishing mod now, we were going to. This is just turned into an interview stream. Okay, so in order to avoid having it just be an interview stream, I have the installation window set up.
Okay.
The options that I've selected is like create desktop shortcut, 64-bit launcher, update path variable. I have that checked. The context menu is add open folder as project. I have that checked.
Alright.
And then I have Java. I have like .java files as an association. I don't really know what a .groovy file is or a .kt or kts. I'm assuming kt is like Kotlin.
That's Kotlin. Groovy is, I think it's a building, another building thing like Gradle, but it might be Kotlin associated. I do not remember off the top of my head. I just don't use Groovy, so I don't know what it is.
Fair enough. Am I gonna need like the 32-bit launcher or the 32-bit JetBrains runtime for anything?
No, just install. So, install this how you would anything else on your computer. Like, there's no special setup for IntelliJ that's tricky that you need to know about for modding.
Alright, well, I'm letting it install now, and this might take just a moment, so now we can get back to the interview.
Yeah, we were just about to get into netherite fishing rods.
Yes. So, I've helped you with this one. You wanted to make fishing in the nether possible, so you made fishing in lava flat out possible.
Well, that was the idea.
Right.
The execution is not there yet.
We never went back and finished that, yeah.
I have been back at the chopping block a few times, and it looks grim.
Yeah.
The prospect of nether fishing.
Pretty much the same reasons that were discussed in the past. The bobber having issues and like.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the
So
crashing
the player,
issues were at least
the
fixed.
player has the crashing. I think the closest to working version I got was the version where you could cast the line and it would have the fishing bobber and the netherite fishing rod bobber entity, which was all one string in the Java name. So that was a mouthful to type every time. But so you had two bobbers, basically. The one that has all the logic for water and the one that has all the logic for Oh, I just had a light bulb moment. I know why it didn't work.
Oh.
Okay, so you know how in the last working prototype, I had to have two bobbers, right? And one that works in water and one that works in lava.
Right.
Except that when you cast it, you can't see the lava bobber, and the water bobber is hard-coded to sink unless it's on top of water, and on top of lava happens to be within the sinking condition bracket.
Right.
So it would just sink through the lava, and it would kind of...
We tried counteracting it by just like adding another tag that reverses it, but I don't think that went along pretty well.
So the reason that failed was because I was changing the logic for the netherite fishing bobber and not the water fishing bobber, which is the one you could see.
Okay.
So the ghost bobber was like being shot up into the air because it should have been floating on top of the lava just fine. And then we go and we're like, oh, it doesn't look like it because we're looking at the water bobber.
Right.
And that's like first failure. And so that's why the counteracting the sinking velocity didn't work. It did work, we just couldn't see because we couldn't see the lava bobber.
Okay.
That was my light bulb moment. Understanding why it didn't work.
So it seems like we have some.
I don't actually have a solution.
Oh.
Not yet, anyway.
I hate to cut you off, but I went through and I finished the setup, and it says that I'm going to have to reboot my computer.
Okay.
No.
So does that mean the stream is ending?
Essentially it means that the stream's kind of over. But because I want to fill at least 2 hours of my time, what if we just spent the rest of this doing like a mod interview, or a mod interview? kind of thing.
I would be okay with an interview.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Because I also had more. I can send you screenshots.
Oh, I can probably
put
put
those
on
on
stream.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just prepare my screenshots.
Okay.
Do you want to see screenshots for the fishing mod or for my personal side project?
Shoot, throw them all out.
Alright. I actually have some fun screenshots already from the side project because it failed in funny ways.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've got some of that.
When you say side project, is this the one where you were supposed to like go to the Sky Islands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dimensions.
Yeah. That's
Where are my screenshots? I really like it because the acronym in the code is DAD, and it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
And like... Anyway, I just think it's funny. And it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
I have completely forgotten how to get to my screenshots. Never mind, I figured it out. One of these things is not like the other. This one. Okay. So for all of the work I've been doing on the Dungeons and Dimensions mod, I don't have a lot of screenshots, period. But I could generate some right now. Launching it as we speak, so that hopefully... so the first screenshots I will send you
can
are...
share it, and then I can, like, stream you.
Stream the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get this all set up.
This is gonna be jank,
It's
but I
still
mean...
loading. Well, yeah.
I'm for it.
I mean, we're having a little bit of jank on the stream already. We have to restart your computer to get this to work, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm thinking after the stream, I will help you get your basic mod, and unless you wanted to do that on stream.
I wanted
like,
to do
maybe
pretty much
next
everything
time.
on stream, so this might be postponed to a later stream. By the way,
Okay.
while I'm on stream and I am being recorded by YouTube's automatic recording thing, next week's stream might be a couch co-op thing. Yeah.
Couch
Okay.
co-op thing.
Yeah, TV brought up the recommendation of it to me. I don't know how I didn't think of it, but that's in the idea space now. So we might be doing stuff like Overcooked, since I have that one in my Steam library. We might do other stuff adjacent to that. Yeah, just like a little nice couch co-op stream, just gaming. And I see that you have your stream set up, so I'm gonna pop that out and put that into a window capture.
So, there's a lot of closing and editing small things and relaunching that happens when you're doing this. So I have gotten to New World 45, it looks like,
Oh.
just from tweaking noise settings. To give you an idea, I'm looking for a specific world, but the tricky thing about doing this all very quickly is that I don't actually remember, because I didn't name anything, so I don't know where it is.
Brilliant.
This is not the one.
We cannot see your screen right now because OBS is deciding to be a little bit of a jerk.
That's okay, because that wasn't the correct world.
Okay.
Let me find. 46 is the most recent. First, I'll just sit around in 46 so that you can see
I'm trying
the
my hardest.
current state of things.
Maybe I can just like.
Do keep in note that all of the textures and the colors I picked or created in under 30 seconds because I am a man of numbers and code and not of art, apparently. So everything is kind of like my brick texture. I just color shifted the default Minecraft brick texture.
I hope I'm gonna be able to capture this somehow. Is that gonna work? No. Game capture and window capture are two things that are non-functional right now. I think we're just gonna have to do a display capture.
I am going to provide myself a debug stick,
As you do.
as you do.
So if I do that, that should be good. And then transition. I am not playing this, I should preface. This is all Nate's.
Yep.
So
My sand texture is just diagonal lines.
Any quest that you see is on Discord's end, not on either of our ends. It's not something that I can really easily fix.
We don't have Discord Pro at the moment, so our streams are limited in resolution. And frame rate.
Nitro is a budget that I cannot afford.
Yeah, so frame rate is... Oh, can they see now?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, because I was like stalling like, oh, I don't want to look at the stuff yet because you're not here, but here we are. Alright, so this is a sky dimension. It's going to be like sunlight themed.
Yeah.
And for now, it's only got 2 biomes, which this one biome is actually all of the sand and the grass is one biome. This is done with a noise trick that I can go into more detail if you want, but basically all of the sand and the grass is one biome. It's called, like, where is it? Sun, Sand, Savanna.
Yeah, Sun, Sand, Savannah.
And then there's this other biome with these pillars that generate. So this biome is just the stone. All of these are like retextured versions. Like this is soul stone. And my favorite pun when developing this was soul sand. Here's soul sand because I wanted to make it confusing, apparently. Yes. Well, that's why I know how to do this.
Fair enough.
And what's up?
You also had like a portal structure that you had in mind.
Yes. So the general theme of the mod, I won't go into a lot of detail into it unless you want to. How much time are we filling?
The next 11 minutes.
Okay. Not enough time to go into a lot of detail then.
Fair.
So basically I'm adding dimensions, and then there will be dungeons in the dimensions and in the ones that already exist, and you will use the dungeons that are in dimensions that already exist to get to dimensions that I add. Like this one, you would find some sort of like sun temple in the overworld so that you can find this portal block. This is the Ascension tablet or stone Ascension tablet.
Yeah.
And this is basic. So far, it's just got some block states, and it makes a sound effect. And actually, let me just.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if your stream heard that, but it makes a thundering sound when you step on it and activate it for the first time.
I mean,
and it does this little.
They were able to hear you, so I'm sure that they were able to hear the thunder.
All right. So there's this like little enchanted sword hit particle too.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually teleport you yet. That's what I was like currently working on. And I added some of these bricks that are going to be used to build dungeons. I am not happy with their current state, but they've got like varying textures on the different sides.
Yeah. I should actually like stop playing the other music that I have, so that's not flashing up my Minecraft music.
You got BGM.
I had BGM, yeah.
This brick is actually like really weak to explosives. Fun fact, small teaser. I think all of the materials in this dimension are... Oh. Okay, so it's not like as weak as sand, but... Here, let me do a better test, perhaps. If only there was a way to, like, quickly make a region of this stuff. Bam, okay.
I was gonna say, you know, like the builder found.
It's definitely weaker than stone and stone brick.
It seems like it, yeah.
I think it's about equivalent to dirt.
Is there a lore reason?
Maybe a little stronger than Yes.
Cool.
Also, fun fact, copper blocks are infiniburn in this dimension.
Copper. Why copper specifically?
It's the holy metal of this dimension.
Okay, that makes sense. So it has the same properties as netherrack does.
So actually, infiniburn functions off of just a block tag.
Okay.
So copper is exactly identical to vanilla copper, except that fire doesn't extinguish itself on it. And I did this with like all of the stages. I think I did it with waxed copper too. We shall see, because I do not remember.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. The monsters in this dimension are going to be like religious zealots that praise the sun way too much.
Are they gonna be like penguins and have an obsession with copper? Or yeah.
They're going to be like giant knights.
Okay.
Oh, wax is not on the infinite burn. So the monsters are going to be big, slow, and powerful in this dimension. And like all the other dimensions, they've got their themes. I've got ideas for like 6 other dimensions, at least for now.
Yeah.
These pillars actually was me dorking around and experimenting with the structures or features. I don't remember which one I'm using. Features. So the same system that adds grass blocks, not grass blocks, but like adds tall grass and flowers and things. It's the same system I'm using here to make my block pillars. Side note, I changed the color of water in this dimension.
It looks gray. I like that.
Yeah, I was like, how can I make water look like clouds? Oh, I know, I'll just change its color.
Yeah.
Also, everything's orange and time does not change.
I mean, that's probably good for a sun dimension.
Yeah. Strange bug, thing, feature,
It's a Minecraft
trait
bug.
of the dimension. It's because I'm using the overworld sky type. When I go below Y63,
Yeah.
the lower part, is 62. This part down here gets changed.
To void. To
Yeah.
appropriate that.
That's
Maybe-
just so that if you're like underground and you can see through chunks because they haven't loaded, it's not like, oh, there's the sky down there when you're underground. Because that would break your immersion.
Even though you could do that.
You
in
know,
the world.
seeing through blocks because the chunks aren't loaded. And it's the wrong color.
Would you be able to change it to like another sky type? And then it would have like. colors?
I can. The only reason I'm using the overworld sky type is because it adds clouds in the sun. I don't even remember where I put the sun. There's the sun. I'd have to make a new sky type that has the sun, but not like that height-based blackness.
Yeah.
It would be cool to add the nether sky type's fog, though. Because I didn't add loot tables, none of the blocks will drop under any conditions.
That.
So
Makes sense,
that's
but-
flexible. I like it. Like, the loot table for block drops, not that hard.
Yeah.
8 lines of code if you space generously. I want to find a map where I messed up the frequency for that feature. So let's go 45. Where's 45? And see if it's 45. I'm just going to go backwards as we're talking. This is not the messed up one. 45, 44.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, I have to click it so it lets me in. But it's, yeah. Hopefully it's not legally binding.
You shouldn't lie, Nate.
44, 43.
This is
Okay, so this is a version where it bugged and didn't spawn any pillars.
Or
not
any other
impressed.
biomes.
There They're there.
There they are.
Yeah. I think I was tweaking sizes of biomes for this one. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of, like, these little tiny floating islands. Like, what the heck? That's trash. It looks like my biome is polluted.
I mean, those exist in the overworld too, so...
Yeah, but they're not that frequent. Like, just here I can see, like, 4 of them on my screen. Anyway, that's just... I need to tune my noise better.
Yeah. We still have 2.5 minutes. Is there anything crucial that you want to show off?
I would like to show off the pillars thing, but there's not really anything crucial to show off.
Okay.
42, 41. We're just going to move backward. Hopefully, I didn't delete the world. That would be a major lapse in judgment. Oh, here we are. This is before I figured out how to make it so the feature snaps to the terrain. So it's allowed to spawn way down there. In fact, it only spawns way down there.
It's allowed to spawn way down there, like, oh, okay, so it spawns on the other levels. No, it's only down there.
Yeah, I've, like, it's a constant struggle trying to figure these things out. Yeah. Void pillars. That was 41, so we're gonna go to 40. I really hope I didn't delete it, because I just want to see it again. Alright, so this isn't it either. Just sad. How long ago was this bug? I might have to resort to screenshots. 40. Hey, where's 39? There it is. It's like, wait a minute.
It seemed
Okay.
like you were testing the copper burning thing.
Yeah. There's, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is iron. Yeah. Various things on fire. Glass. Thunder. 39.
Alright, you have
30,
40 seconds.
40 seconds? Are you stopping dead at 2 hours? Here it is!
Hey! Oh,
Yeah! I really messed up this one.
Oh, boy. Looks like the density is a little bit too high.
Yeah! Not only that, it's in every biome instead of just the one it's supposed to be in. It is everywhere. Like,
This looks like absolute hell to like try and get around, like traverse.
spoiler warning, this is half of what the basalt features are. There's like 2 other pieces of it, but this is what a basalt biome is, basically. Except, you know, they make it so that it doesn't spawn down there, but it's minor detail. But this is the feature type they use. There's a lot of pillars. I finally found it! This is the map I was looking for.
Now you know the number.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna rename it to... No! Cancel! Edit. Rename.
Oh, that's options that I haven't seen before.
There we go.
You can just open the world folder. I never knew that was an option. I am upset at myself now. Anyway, we are now almost a minute over the 2-hour mark, so I think I'm going to start closing and wrapping up the stream.
Alright.
So thank you so much.
You want me to hang around for after the stream, or?
If you'd like to, I'm down to chat.
Okay.
But
I'll help you set up IntelliJ after the stream.
Yeah.
Which is...
But yeah, no, thank you so much for being on the stream. I do really appreciate it.
Yeah, invite me for the next modding stream, too.
Alright. And other than that, thank you everybody who stuck around to the end. I really appreciate all of you as well. Thank you for coming. As always, next stream is going to be in a week on Friday, hopefully 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, for real this time. Yeah, no, other than that, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in a week. Bye!
Bye!